Hello there, Libra. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and a empath. And this reading's going to be for Libra for August of 2017. Can't believe this year just flew right by. Honestly, last year I didn't think was ever getting done. Now we're already in August. Well, I got a couple announcements to make before I start the reading, and the first one is I've developed a prayer class, a basic prayer class that I'm going to be putting out there hopefully within a month to 6 weeks. And it's a beginning class for manifestation and for elevation of your vibration. So I thought maybe it would help a lot of us that are just developing our skills to get control of them and to help us move into more clarity with the way we speak or deliver the messages. And to others of us like me that's been doing this for 28 years, now it might help us get back to the basic, like the beginning, where we started from, so that we could help others. Because when we do it, it's like our nature, it's what happens, our second nature, however they call that. And we forget about how difficult it was to trust in the beginning. I thought maybe it would help us that even if we do different ways, all of us are different, but we could go back to the basics of where we personally started and be able to help others get forward on their path so they'd have a starting point. But like I said, hopefully it'll be out in about a month or so, maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. Now, the other thing is I have a message. I was given it on July the 15th from Spirit for us, and it has to do with the eclipses. And I got it I kept getting it for several days, and they told me it's for all of us, so I'm going to deliver it for all of us. Now, the first eclipse is August 7th, and it's a full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius at 1:11 Eastern Standard Time. I really like that number, 3 ones, and I think of the 2 ones as the portal for entering into spirit, and that extra one is probably the light that guides us through. The other one's on August 21st, and it is a new moon solar eclipse in Leo at 1:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what they did was they gave me these really strong feelings, and I could hear what they were saying, but they said, and this, I wrote it, I'll get it out. I have a very strong feeling that we all should really pay attention to our finances, and to be really extra careful in situations where someone else could have control of our money, like retirement funds, any accounts, investments accounts where other people are controlling our money. Maybe we have someone else on an account with us. And as I started thinking about what they were saying to me, all of us have our money in the bank and the credit union. However this comes down, I really would advise you to look over your records. Make sure the books are balanced, or that our monies, if we're trusting someone else to invest those monies, that they're doing it appropriately and it's bringing us a return. Just heads up is what they said. This eclipse crosses the U.S. and no other nation, although I do believe it's affecting the U.K. in some manner, so that in itself is a pretty big deal. It's been a long time, and I'm not an astrologer, but I can feel this. I believe and feel this is going to affect people's emotions in an extreme way, and a lot of us will or can feel kind of discombobulated or discombobulated, disordered in some manner. It was like, have you ever felt anger for no discernible or justifiable reason? It's just there. Or maybe you were angry for a justified reason, and you even surprised yourself at how you reacted or overreacted. This is the feeling that I'm getting. And it was very, very strong, and they wanted us to understand it. They said it's a wonderful time for dynamic change, even with this undercurrent. I was given the feeling that the best thing we can all do is to understand that the words we speak and the thoughts that we hold in our minds carry a great deal of weight at this time. So remember, when we're communicating, how powerful it will be and how much strength these words will carry. So choose them carefully, and our impact will be great and for the good of all. They asked us to take a deep breath and a pause before we speak so that we may always use our words in a peaceful manner. That's what they told me, so I'm delivering it to us. Well, Libra, what I've done is I've laid 4 cards for the month. I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. I would advise you look at your moon sign and your rising sign to get a bigger overall view. And I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month for us. And because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you, so I guess all of us Libras are out there are now Frankie for all intents and purpose of this reading. We're all Libras. And I am not an astrologer. I looked it up for us. It's going to be in our 11th house, and that's your hopes and wishes, all the activities with large groups, contacts with old friends and new friends, income from your businesses and circumstances beyond your control, things you don't have control of. Now, this is quite, I go look at Baruch if anyone's interested in astrology. She does the cards and astrology, and she simplifies it. I can understand it better, and I'm kind of learning something, which, you know, maybe you can teach an old dog new tricks. We have some words here before we start, and they are purification, openness, support, surrender, and clarity. And we really have some interesting cards here, you know. So I was like, wow, guess what, Libra? We showed up in our own reading. The bottom card is the King of Swords. And I was like, wow, yeah, just strutted right in here. And he could be, if this is a person, right, it will be an air sign. It's Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It'll be male or female. These are general readings, so it can be either or if it's a person. But if it is, this is someone who is total command, power, and authority. And this is someone who carries a sword and will use it if they have to. But it is also someone who is fair and just. They would not use that sword unless they had to use the sword. But it's always there, just in case. This is someone, if it's someone coming into our life, you know, maybe this is going to be, it would be a professional person. Like maybe it's our boss, maybe it's a lawyer, military officer, someone who, a research person, someone who can think on their feet. They think clearly, they think rapidly, and they can communicate it with us. And that, in and of itself, is that openness word, and it's also the support. If it's someone outside of ourselves, maybe it's our new marriage partner or a new friend. It's coming into our lives, or someone that maybe is going to hire us, that's in a position of authority. Now, if it's not a person, male or female, they're calling on us to be able to use these qualities, to be fair, to be just, to be able to think on our feet quickly and rapidly, to be able to communicate it openly, right, with that clarity, our word that we're being given here. So, you know, I don't know. We're all individuals. I don't know if this is going to come down in our career. Maybe we're going for a promotion or a raise, and we want to, like, I don't know, strut our stuff. When we're doing our resume, we want to present ourselves and all of our talents and how the company can use us, or maybe we're asking someone to marry us. And we want to make sure we're really clear and open and showing that we love this person, that we support them, because I feel like those other two words, purification and surrender, that we got. I know surrender will come in with one of these cards here, but I also know purification, when I see that word or I hear that word, it means tears have been shed. So I'm going to say something, has brought us up to this month. And it may not have been exactly what we wanted it to be or all it was cracked up to be. But the end result was we got this King of Swords. So we come back into ourselves. Maybe a lot of us have went through separation, divorce during this time. That's a high probability with the King of Swords in there. Perhaps that was our husband or wife. So if this is relationship oriented, but remember, I'm not an astrologer, but 11th house is new and old friends. Perhaps this is a new friends coming in our life that's going to help us get over, crying all those tears and, waving the white flag or whatever, our surrender word there, help us make it through. That is very good with the way they speak to us. Sometimes the King of Swords can be extremely blunt in their words. They don't mean harm, they mean facts. Remember, this is mental clarity. So if we're required to use it, use it. If I'm required to, let's say, present myself, let me say it like that, present myself for a job interview, or a new business partner. I'm going to speak my words very clearly. I'm going to show them what the intent, you know what I mean? The intent behind what I'm saying, and that I'm I can speak my words clearly, and I can speak them concisely, and I have command of my mental thought process. Now, if this is someone you need, he could be a lawyer for a divorce, and he has the sword, go for it. Because I think a lot of us have really went through it, because this is next card here is the Seven of Wands, or rods, call them rods in this deck. I don't know, I guess everybody changes the idea. But anyhow, he's still got a bunch of sticks, and he's in a battle. And this is someone who has stood their ground and defended their self at all costs. So that's showing me that maybe we have went through a rough time, and we can do it. We have the King of Swords. This is defending our turf, our legitimate turf, and that's not even a joke in that manner. And if we haven't come to this yet, or if we have been doing it, we will get that which we want or require. Let's say it's a new job or the new business partner, because those skills will come out. This shows that we have places inside of us that no one ever thought we did. Because Libra's kind of, remember the scales, balance, justice, where do you want to go for dinner? I don't know. Where do you want to go for dinner? That kind of thing. I don't know. Where do you want to go? This is when I stand up and I can do it. And push comes to shove. Us Libras, we're very congenial people. We're friendly. We're loving. But push comes to shove, we usually don't surrender. We're going to stand up for it. And around this card comes the word jealousy. So I'd want to watch for that too. I don't know if it's going to be in my career or in a love relationship, but with that purification and surrender word there at the same time, up popped this word jealousy. So I'm going to give that to you too, you know, because maybe that would be a portion of it or something that we're going to deal with, all right? Our next card here is Temperance, and I just love this card coming into this reading with the King of Swords, and even with this battle card of the Seven of Wands. Now we have Temperance, and Temperance is balance. I don't know, I can't get that glare off of there for you, but as you can see, this angel is pouring from one cup to the other and never spilling a drop. This is blending the spiritual realm with the material plane. And this is a card of manifestation. And with these other cards that I'm seeing here, it means that we are bringing forward either the support for this manifestation. You know, if it's a new relationship, it would be support for that, or a new lover coming in. We're going to speak really clearly. I have a feeling a lot of us Libras aren't going to do the, what do you want for dinner? No, I don't know. What do you want anymore with this Temperance card in here? You know, this Temperance card, this just flashed in my mind, so I'm going to say it. When I think of Temperance, I think of the Archangel Michael. There's another thing that's flashing in my mind with Temperance that goes with that word patience. If I would think about it like this, I think about I'm the one in the back seat of the cab, and I am stuck in traffic, and I am pushing my foot through the floor on the accelerator, trying to make it go faster. Patience. I'm not even the driver in this. Spirit manifests in Spirit's time, and that's when we're ready for it. So they're showing me we're going to need a little balance in here. We're going to need a little patience, right, to make sure these two things that we're blending are exactly what it is that we want. Now, like I said, we're blending them together. We're not spilling a drop. We're bringing spirit into material form. We have support to do this. And with that King of Swords, we have clarity, a vision, straightforwardness, openness. When we communicate, we're going to do it clearly and do it well, right? Because we have this other card here, and I'm telling you, and they said, show you the card under the King of Swords. Well, it's the Ace of Pentacles. Fresh new starts and new beginnings. And this is the Ten of Pentacles, which is we did it all. We reached number 10, which is the one, like the Ace. If we take that patience and balance and blend these things together, whether it's a love relationship or a new friendship that's going to benefit us somehow, you know, I don't think I'd want to neglect anyone that was really close to me right now. I think I'd want to pay attention to what they say, because 10 is completion. Pentacles is finances. To me, Frankie, Pentacles are always money, but this can mean our happy home also. Our finances are good. We're finally stable, right? Finally stable, and we can concentrate on other things because we brought this forward into our life, you know? And this is like the excellent card, unbelievably excellent. If it was a new job, it gave us more money. If we brought in a business partner, this is going to mean expansion because there's support for it. Remember our word support. We are being supported as we go through this process. So that Temperance card could mean like balance. I don't want to say balance. Support, the archangels supporting us. That Temperance card with the patience, right? While we're blending these to make sure we get all the chemicals or the correct formula, a quarter cup of this, a half a cup of that. If that makes any sense, It's going to bring us this. But with that, okay, remember the purification word. Remember our surrender word. We have the Four of Pentacles. In my other deck, this Four of Pentacles, he looks like he's a little pudgy guy hanging on for dear life, bent over like this, hanging on to his money. When we get this Four of Pentacles, we do want to pay attention to our finances, and we got that spirit message that says, pay attention to any accounts that others or in other people's hands that they have, are working with or have control. Maybe it just means simple mistakes could be made, but if we catch them ahead of time, we're good. Now we got this Four of Pentacles, and I always think of it as the miser card, but it actually, if I'm holding on to my funds, it's because I want to build them up with this Ten of Pentacles, don't want to squander them. Perhaps if this means a new job, this Seven of Wands that we have here, we've stood up for ourselves and we can do it again if we have to. Maybe we have fear of spending the money because maybe we were out of work for a while, or maybe we were single and supporting ourselves for a long time, and now we have a new partnership or a relationship coming in, there's support for that too, with these being in your 11th house, new friends, new things like that. Maybe we think, because the 11th house is unexpected things, maybe we think if we blow something, blow all of our money, that we're not going to have anything to take that next step forward. So I wouldn't want to spend excessively on business concerns or excessively to make myself look better. But the Four of Pentacles means change is coming. So don't hold on so tight that we can't accept that manifestation when it comes. But still, with the Four of Pentacles, they're telling us, even though we're in a good shape, be conservative, don't spend it foolishly. They also are saying, and don't offend people that care about us this month, because we're trying to move forward so fast, and we are impatient. We have that boohoo purification card too. This card can mean that this King of Swords card can mean that we're on, with the purification card, our word also, it could mean that we're on a path of a spiritual breakthrough that we are about to communicate also. So maybe some of us are doing this kind of work, and there's a new concept or a new thought form or idea that came into our mind that's going to help us move forward or help others move forward, Libra. So I'm going to say that we got a really, really good month. But with the Four of Pentacles, if you hold on too tight because they're asking us to be patient, the change that's coming is going to come anyhow. And what Spirit's telling us is it is a very good change, and we deserve it because we stood up for ourselves. So even if it comes down to the King of Swords is divorce, we're standing up for ourselves. We are manifesting what we deserve out of this separation that's going to bring us the Ten of Pentacles, but don't blow it all in one place with that Four. That's kind of how it's coming out or sounding in my mind. Like, surrender to the timing. When you speak, speak clearly and openly. There's support for us this month because we've already cried all the tears that we're going to cry. And that's pretty much the way they're putting it. So remember the people that care about us, and don't, when we're moving forward, if we get impatient, that deep breath that Spirit said before we speak, so that we don't offend those that are supporting us during this time. Because I think we can get a little impatient with that Temperance card there right now. Oh, Libra. I don't think I ever saw this card before. I've got a couple of them like that this month. I don't know if I can read it. It's on pink and it's very dim in here, but let me see if I can get the glare off. It's change in direction, Libra. Wow, that's quite interesting. No, I can't read it. It's too dim. It says, the changes you're experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. That's an excellent card. We got a little stork in there. Our angels are little storks coming forward with it. That, I've never pulled that before. It fits, it feels right with this reading, because then when I see that, they immediately take my eyes right down to that Seven of Wands and the word support. It's like, let's see what it is. What does it mean? It says, this card signifies that you've had a change of heart that has altered the direction of your life in a positive way. Maybe because we cried all of our tears, huh? The old ways of living are no longer interest you, and you find yourself avoiding friends and pastimes that previously attracted you. That's really interesting, together with this reading. You desire a lifestyle and a career that will better fit your new interests and passions. The angels are guiding you through this time of transition. The law of attraction, that's your temperance card. And they're even telling you things, because the card used to be named time. Way back, probably in the 00s or something. The law of attraction ensures that you'll manifest wonderful new opportunities and new relationships. The additional meanings are, you're starting a new phase in your life. The birth of a new project is in the works. Pregnancy, birth, or the adoption of a child. Adoption. The 11th house is also foster children and stepchildren. I'm pretty sure when I was looking it up for us, that's what it said. Maybe some of us are going to have a new baby, or we're going to adopt a new baby, or have a new baby. And if we don't want to have a new baby, because the King of Swords coming in our lives, you know what to do, Libra. A new element in your life is a blessing, even if it doesn't make sense right now. Geez, Libra, you got a heck of a reading here. You'll have to tell me what happens. Well, Libra, that's our reading for August, and I want to tell you all thank you for all of your likes and shares and subscribes and your comments. I read each and every one of them, and I really appreciate them. I don't get a lot of time to write y'all back, but I want you to know I read everyone. And for anybody who just wants to know more about me or neb about me, all the information's down below the screen at the website, or if you want to set an appointment with me, all of the information is there on the website to be able to do that. And to everybody I've met through doing these YouTube readings, I want to tell you, and to all the people I've met through doing readings for 28 years, I want to tell each and every one of you it was an honor and a privilege to serve you. I really have a good job. So until next month, Libra, bye-bye.